So I want to talk about an anime that's going under the radar and I would claim is underrated from the spring 2023 season. That is Otaku Elf. Now, essentially, this is a reverse isekai that has taken place over years because the main person who's the elf, she got summoned to Earth 600 years ago, and we get to see it in present day, and it's fascinating just seeing like all the changes and things that she made. Mainly because one of the things is that there's like a whole religion for her, and she's basically like I guess you could say like the deity that's at the church, and everybody knows she lives there and all this other stuff, and like there's a whole like type of thing that's themed around her whole shrine, I would say. But yeah, let's talk about Otaku Elf because essentially it's about an elf who is a shut-in. And I mean, she's been a shut-in for 60 years, mainly because she went out one of the times when she was outside, some little kids made fun of her ears, and that caused her to become a shut-in. And I mean, she's your typical shut-in that you see in anime. One, she plays a lot of video games, reads, watches anime, eats a whole bunch of like a limited edition snacks. She tries not to ever leave the house. And then of course, like, she's hella lazy. She'll sleep and then do other things. And like, of course, like, she's on her laptop doing stuff, playing games, searching stuff up. And then she also collects figures, and she even builds sets of certain figures, like, you know, like them Gundam type of sets. She builds stuff like that. We'll paint them and do all that. So it's just fascinating seeing like all these things she does. And like, she has this little room that's in the house that's like connected that where she lives, and it's just funny that she has it just filled with all this different type of stuff. And one of the things in the anime that's kind of funny that she's been collecting a lot of, so like there's this thing called like frog tanks or frog panzers, you could say. And like, it's a whole bunch of frogs that are just like equipped with weapons, and they're just like a collectible figure, and like she always wants one of those. But then like when she buys a limited edition thing, or just like the, I guess you say like the gotcha type of boxes, because you know, the mystery boxes, she buys a whole bunch of those. And basically all the boxes she buys, they only have tadpole helicopters, so like she's never able to get the frog. But yeah, let's go in depth with some other things. So she's there, and like, she's technically the deity of the shrine, and people know her and all that. But you also have the girl named Koto, who's also like, she's like the Miko to Elda, because like the elf, her name is Elda, and like there's always a Miku, who is like somebody that actually like works with her, and it's like, it's the person that like is in between her and the deity and all that. So like, she's basically like, since she's 16, she became the new one, because I think it was like her grandmother or somebody passed away that was like the person that was doing all that. So now she's taken over and she's doing that. And there's funny interactions between them, because she basically wants to get Elda out the house, because one, she's been a shun, and she's trying to show her that the world is fine now, and the world would basically accept elves, because like, trust me, who would not accept a thick ass elf? Because I mean, people are gonna accept that now. And she's just trying to say like, yeah, them kids, those are little kids, they just be joking and doing stuff. But yeah, I've really been liking this because it has a chill aspect to it, and it also is kind of funny at times, especially the interaction that all the characters have, because there's a lot of funny moments. Sometimes there's some, also there can be some sweet moments, especially when it comes to the main character, her and her little sister. In the most recent episode, like, her little sister asked her, like, said like she had to do something urgent for like some homework, but it was really because she wanted to hang out with her sister. So there's little moments like that that are just sweet moments. But then there's also a lot of funny moments when it comes to Elda, and just some of the things that she does, because trust me, she hates going outside at times, and she'll cry and get mad. It's kind of funny when she goes to disguise herself, that everybody just notices, so they're just all watching and all just like, oh, isn't that Elda right there? They're like, oh, that's her, because like everybody in this town basically like worships her in a way as like a deity, because they just take her as a shrine maiden. But I mean, it's not like no super crazy like worship type of thing, but it's just like, she's just she just has her own shrine there. And the funny thing is, in this city, it's kind of wrapped around all that, because one, she's been there for about 600 years, so there's a whole bunch of like, you know, culture and all the stuff that would wrap around of her being there, so everybody knows that she's there. And she's also seen generations of different people, because she's super old herself, because one, she came there so damn long ago. It was like 400, or my bad, it was 400 years ago, I mean, not 600. She's like 621, I should say, because she is old. But yeah, she's been there for a long time, so there's a lot of like things that are wrapped around her. There's certain things that they have to do as Elda, and like as Miku, as they basically have to do stuff. There's certain things that she has to do as the new Miku that she has to do with Elda when it comes to town. There's like this like ritual when they had to like go downtown throughout the night, and like the whole districts around every neighborhood, this certain path was all lit up. And then there was one when they actually had to go all the way up to Tokyo Tower, because they had to do something there that was like something they've always been doing, to see like the highest point of like Mount Fuji or whatever. So like, there's little things they always had to do when it comes to like the religion part of it. But then there's also times that you can see Elda is annoying the fuck out of Koto, because like, she's trying to study that she can basically pass her test, because like she is trying to pass and not fail and all that, and Elda keeps bugging her. And then until Elda's like, yo, she's like, I'll buy you some sushi if you hurry up and study this, that we can start doing stuff. And it was just kind of funny moments like that. And another funny moment is like, the one thing Elda has is like, she has this spirit that she always sends like back and forth to like when she has to tell something to her, and it's always hilarious because it's always the most stupidest thing that she'll do, and it gets so annoying. And at one point in the episode, the spirit got tired, so then she gives her a cell phone, and the cell phone was like 10 times worse because she was texting a damn storm and not leaving her alone. And she's looking like, God damn. She's like, why did I get her a phone? But yeah, I've really just been enjoying this because it's a hidden gem. It's a funny anime, has slice of life. It's about an elf who's basically a shut-in, and we get to see how she basically is kind of adjusting to like slowly getting outside, but at the same time she does not want to go outside because she does not like it. She just wants to play inside and play all of her games. And also, another funny thing that happens in the first episode is when she gets like, you know, people present her gifts and all that because like they're trying to like pray to the deity and all that. Somebody gives her a VR set, and instead of doing like her like shrine deity type of like duties and all that she's supposed to do, she puts on the VR set and she starts playing it because she's like, yo, I've been wanting to play this so bad, and it's just hilarious. And like the funny thing is, all the people in the town, they know what she likes, so like they're gonna get her stuff like that, and they know that she wants basically VR and all these technologies and stuff like that, video games and other things, because she wants all of that stuff. And also, like I said, she does want them basically frog tanks, and them frog tanks do be looking cool. And another thing I gotta say is the opening is so goddamn good. The opening song is so good, and then along with the visuals, it's phenomenal. In my opinion, it's the best opening of the whole season. If you actually been watching this anime, you know how good that opening is compared to everything else. Yes, there are some stuff like Oshinoko and Hell's Paradise that have really good openings, but to me, they don't stand a chance against Otaku Elf's opening. Its opening is phenomenal, and I love it. It's one of them openings. When I first heard it, I was like, whoa. I was like, why is this so damn good? I was like, I haven't heard an opening this good in forever. It's one of them ones. But yeah, if you've been watching, let me know how you feel about it. If you've not seen this yet, please go watch it. It's on High Dive, or, you know, hop on a pirate sheet. You can watch it that way too, though. But it's really been phenomenal, and I just been loving the comedy and all the characters in here. All the characters are all fascinating, especially Elda and Koto. Like, their relationship is kind of interesting because there are times they butt heads, but there's other times that they don't. There's times that they don't agree on stuff, and there's other times that they do. And I just like some of the interactions between them, especially along the way of like Elda, because she doesn't want to really interact with other people. Because it's kind of funny when like she orders something in the mail, she has her stamp that she's supposed to put down, and instead of like actually coming out of her room, she always just puts her hand out to put the stamp down, because one, she doesn't really want to interact with people because she gets nervous and scared because of that kind of past trauma she had of them little kids making fun of her. So there's stuff like that, but I've really been enjoying this a lot though. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, why not like? If you didn't, you could dislike, subscribe if you really enjoyed. But yeah, please watch Otaku Elf. Watch it on High Dive if you have High Dive. If not, you know, watch it a different way. But it's been phenomenal. I feel like more people need to talk about this anime because, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a thick-ass elf that likes video games. Just saying, because, I mean, she is a thick-ass elf, and you can tell. Even though she's wearing that Shrine Maiden costume, you can still tell that she hella thick. And also, there's another elf that's like from like a different shrine, so like multiple elves got summoned in this world, which is fascinating. But yeah, it is essentially a reverse isekai because you had somebody from a fantasy world come onto Earth, and then they basically made an impact on here with having their own shrine and all that stuff like that. And even, I guess you could say, quote unquote, religion in a way, quote unquote. I'm not sure exactly what their thing would be, but I mean, she's like their own deity that people look up to, and they always bring their babies to see her when they're younger and all this other stuff. So I mean, it's something there. But yeah, Otaku Elf, phenomenal anime. Please watch it. Please watch if you've not seen it. If you have seen it, leave a comment. I'm curious how other people feel about this anime though. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you next video. Bye.